Kathy from Kathy Creates, where I try to inspire you to create. Come on into the craft room. Bob, sorry about the camera. Bob's trying to fix me here. And I'm going to refresh over here, and hopefully I'll be able to see comments. This is my first time live on YouTube, so bear with me here. I'm still learning. And there I am, I believe. How do I open it? Let's see. Okay, I can see it. So that's progress. Okay, I think we are off and rolling. I'm not sure where comments are going. So when you get here, say hello. Let me know you're here, and I'll try to find it in the chat. Again, this is my first time live on YouTube. So, okay, somebody's here. It says I'm here. I'm guessing Mom, maybe? Is my head cut off, Mom? No, it's not. Okay, I see. Okay, let's get started. So what I have for you tonight is this brand new kit. It is our pumpkin stand kit. It comes with 3 different pumpkins. Okay, and they're 2 pieces each, and they have a base that they sit in. Okay, so once they're all done, they'll be standing. And if you can see the ones behind me, these are completed ones back here. And we're going to go ahead and do these. Now make sure you stick around. Somewhere throughout the presentation today, I'm going to give you a coupon code. You will be able to use that discount code for 2 days to receive 25% off. But I'm not going to tell you what that is right just yet. I'm going to tell you in a little bit. So let's go ahead and get started though. So what I'm going to do to these is I'm going to paint them white. The backer boards are going to be white. And then we are going to paint, the frames are going to be painted black, but we're going to decoupage a napkin over the top of these. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I am from Lucky, Ohio. And this is the information on my website for these kits is only good for continental US. I cannot ship out of the country. So just to keep that in mind. Okay, let's get these guys painted up quick. The only reason I'm painting these is when you put the napkin on and you decoupage a napkin, they tend to get a little muddied. And you can't see the detail of the napkin. So I do like to paint them first so that you don't lose that brightness of the colors on the napkin. So we don't really care if we have brush strokes. I just don't want globs of paint, which is what I'm getting here. So that's what I'm working to get rid of here. Okay, so those are painted. So I think we're done with that. I'm going to leave that on the edge of my plate because I want to make sure they're lined up. Hey Bonnie, Miss Bonnie's here. Thank you so much for hopping on. I appreciate you being here. This is a learning experience for me. I'm new to YouTube, going live. This is my very first live. So bear with me. Yep, Mom is here. Mom, I think for you to show up as you'd have to sign into a YouTube account. If you don't have one, you'd have to sign up for your name to show up. Bonnie, you don't know what you're doing? You're fine. You're here. That's half the battle, right? I don't know what I'm doing on YouTube either. This is my first YouTube live, so we'll learn together. How about that? We are creating some little pumpkin stands. And they're going to be super, super, super cute. So we're just getting these dry so we can decoupage our napkin over the top. Well, you need to get one, Mama, because you're showing up as number 2. So if you are enjoying this presentation today, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up and let YouTube know that you're enjoying it. And then you'll be notified whenever I go live again or post other content. All right, so for our decorative pieces, we are going to go ahead and paint these black. Now, what I like to do on these is I do like to use my sponge to paint these. It's so much easier when there's such detail on these that we're just going to dab into the paint and we're just going to dab all over it. And it makes quick work of it and it doesn't make a big mess. Now, I'm doing black, so it doesn't really matter. So it wouldn't really show on the edges because these are all cut on our laser. So they have that brown etched look. And I don't like to have paint on the sides of them. But by doing this method, no matter what color I'm using, you wouldn't get as much. You still get a little, but not as much as if you were to use a paintbrush. Oh, you don't need to donate. That's fine. No, I'm not asking for a donation here at all. If you'd like to purchase the kit, you can go to the website and the link that I posted and purchase the kit, and I can ship it to you. Okay, so we got that one pretty much covered. Okay, so there's the first one. You have a bad vibe. So where is everybody at tonight that's here? Where are y'all from? Like I said, I'm in Northwest Ohio. Hey, Sue, you found me. Thank you so much, Miss Sue. I appreciate you hopping on. So some of these ladies are some of my friends from Craft Around the Clock over on Facebook. If you're not familiar with that group, make sure you check that out. I am a creative over there, and my crafty sisters are supporting me today and hopping over here, and I greatly appreciate that. Okay, so we have these all painted. And this is such a super easy craft that children could even do this. This would be very simple for kids to do. Now, if kids were doing it, I would stop here. I wouldn't try to decoupage the napkins because that gets a little trickier. But it's still easy, but it is a little bit trickier. And so, kids might have a little harder time with that. I'm just lining these up to make sure that we don't need to paint more white up the stem. Nope, we're good. Okay. So I can go ahead and put my white in the water. Get that out of the way. We're going to move these for a second. Now, all of my kits come with sticky back on them. Okay, so we're going to take 2 of these. And I like to double up my bases a lot. So you'll see we're going to have 2 of these kind and then 1 with no slit on the bottom. So I'm going to take these 3 and I'm going to paint these black. Because these are what are going to show. So we want our bases black. Now you could do all kinds of things with these. Like my mom, she likes to do resin and glass. So she added a bunch of resin and glass to hers, and they're so pretty. Yes, this is my very first live on YouTube. Very excited to do this. All right, so we've got those painted. So we're going to set these aside to dry. All right, we're done with that. This is super quick craft too. It doesn't take any time at all. All right, so I have a piece of a napkin from a previous project that I'm going to use. And I probably can use most of it. Actually, I mean, I should be able to get most of it on one. If not, I've got another napkin over here. All right, so I'm going to just use some Mod Podge. This is matte finish Mod Podge. Yes, Mom can show some of her resin work. We'll have her do another live maybe and do some resin. All right, so we're just going to put our Mod Podge on now. If you're new to me, you'll soon find out that one, I love everything black and white. I'm all about the buffalo plaid. I know that it's becoming out of style, but it's not out of style for me. I love it. So I will continue to use it. And I also like things to look a little distressed. I wouldn't say I'm a primitive crafter. I am more of a vintagey, farmhousey type style. Okay, so let's set this guy on here. Now I'm just carefully with my finger, because you don't want to tear your napkin. I'm just carefully pressing this down. Now, again, I like the wrinkled look, and this is going to give a few wrinkles. You don't think it's out of style? I don't think it's out of style. I love it. I am noticing it's getting harder to come by though, so I think it is starting to go away, but that doesn't mean I'm going to stop. I love it. All right, so now I'm just going to take my little gator sander here, and I'm going to go around and sand off the excess. Now you could do this with brown, but as I said before, I'm a black and white girl. I love this napkin. This is just from a Hobby Lobby, okay? It's just a Hobby Lobby little floral or leaf design napkin. But I like it with the black because then it tends to tie into all of my things better. Now, as you see, there's little holes up here in the design, so I can't get my gator in there, but I can get a little nail file. So we're just going to do that to get that out. And that is good. All right, well, let's go ahead and seal it. So we're going to go ahead and put a little Mod Podge on the top to seal it. Spread that around. And all this does is this prevents anything from getting on it, tearing it. Easier to clean. You know, if you need to dust it, you'll be able to do that. Okay. So we have that one done. We're just going to set that aside. It'll dry, and if it's not dry by the time we come back, we'll get it in a minute. Yeah, we've got enough napkin here to do all three of these with what's left. So I have had a very busy week. So I was in the Columbus area, Columbus, Ohio area for a payroll conference. I'm a payroll manager in my day job. And every year I go to an event. It's called OCPP. It's Ohio Conference for Payroll Professionals. And Learn all the newest and greatest things about payroll. And all the law changes and things like that. And I got back from that on Friday, late afternoon. It was like about 5, I think, actually, when I got home. And then yesterday, we had our company picnic that I was in charge of. So I had a lot to do for that. And then, of course, I'm prepping for our big show of the year. We do the Apple Butter Festival in Grand Rapids, Ohio, where they have, don't quote me, but I want to say it's like 40,000 people that attend every year. So it is a huge event for us. And so I've been working very diligently on all of that. And then I have another event this Thursday that I'm hosting. So yeah, I'm quite busy right now. Things are very busy. Okay, we got that guy done. So let's set him aside. And we'll do our last little pumpkin. The Waverly would look... Oh yeah, that would be pretty. The overlay would look pretty with the Waverly wax. Yes, it would, Bonnie, but then again, and you know me, I like my black and white, so I got to get that black in there. I just panicked. Did I do these the right way? Yeah, okay. Because the pumpkin, the thing faces a certain way. I don't think how that looks. Let's do this one. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely a busy time. Fall is super busy for me. And then Mom and I are heading out to Pennsylvania for our meet and greet for the Craft Around the Clock in September. So, got a lot going on. I have 2 grandkids with birthdays coming up, and yeah, very busy time. Wouldn't have it any other way, though. I enjoy it all. Okay, I think we'll throw that away. I think we've used that pretty much up. Okay, let's go ahead and seal this guy. And all that's left is to put this little guy together. All right, so the code for the discount is fall25, all one word. I am going to PA. Are you going to PA, Sue? Yes, Bonnie. It definitely keeps me out of trouble. Okay. So here is the beauty of my kits. They all have this sticky back on them. So all you do is peel it off. And it literally becomes a wood sticker. It is very sticky. You can't find anybody to go with you. Well, hook up with me and Mom, Sue. Okay, let's see. So then we just press it down, and there is no glue necessary. Look how cute that is. How cute. All right, let's move on here. This one did tear off a little, so let's get that. And there we go. There's that one. And then here's the last one. This is just a little tool that I use to peel these off. It makes it so much easier to peel them. And it's just from the Dollar Tree. It's just one of those, I think they call it a craft tool. I don't think it even really has a name. And it works so well to do this. So we just gotta line it up. Now I will caution you that once you stick this down, it's not coming back up. Oh, I understand, Sue. Okay, so now let's put together our bases and we're done. That easy. Okay, so like I said, I do like to add an extra base to these. It makes them a little sturdier. So in the kit, you're gonna get a 3-piece base for each one of these, and you just wanna line it up. You wanna make sure your hole is lined up so that it can go down inside of it. Then you're going to get the one for each one that doesn't have the slit, and that is the bottom. So again, we just want to make sure everything's lined up. Press it together. And then we have this cute little pumpkin. Look how cute that is. It stands on its own. Oops, where's my other piece? Oh, goodness gracious. I'm doing the wrong side first. Let's do this then. And there's our next little pumpkin. And then our last one, our big one. Yes, it does. Having that second piece on there really helps to make it sturdier. I almost always do it. It just depends on the project, but almost always I do an extra base. Okay, and there we are. We have our 3 little pumpkins. Look how precious those are. And again, our code to receive the discount, if you were here and you watched it live, or I guess if you're going to watch the replay over the next 2 days, you'll be able to get the fall 25 discount code, and that will give you 25% off of this kit. Okay, and all of my prices include shipping, so that is all included in the price. I mean, come on, look how cute these are. Imagine these on a tiered tray, on a little nook in your bathroom, on, you know, just anywhere you need a little extra pop of something. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have for you tonight. And I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here. I'm going to have to get up and go around because I have my camera facing the other way so that you guys can actually see and read what's behind me, because I don't believe YouTube lets you flip your camera either, just like Facebook doesn't. So that's all I have for you. So thanks so much. I appreciate you all so much. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.